Baseball in the Boroughs is brought to you by Verizon. With my plan, get exactly what you want and only pay for what you need. I mean, there's not much left to say about the 35-43 Mets. It is what it is at this point after a 2-1 loss to the Brewers on Monday night. But I know somebody who's got something to say. He's the host of the Amazing But True podcast for the New York Post, and he's been on rant after rant after rant on these Mets. He's Jake Brown. He's looking really tropical today. What's up, my guy? You ready?
I'm looking like the Mets will be in October on an island or in Cancun somewhere.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. All right, let's pop this off because I listened to the podcast. You've been kind of questioning if Buck is going to stay around or if he's going to be fired. I spoke with New York Post Mets beat writer Mike Puma on Monday between the Philly loss and the Brewers loss, and I pretty much asked him if Buck Showalter was on the hot seat. He said he didn't think that he was going to be fired midway through the season. So let's say he doesn't get fired. Steve Cohen doesn't fire him. What do you and the fans want Steve Cohen to do?
Listen, I think they should for the sake of a shakeup. I think he's been a bad manager this year, and I was goo-goo gaga when they got Buck Showalter. I was team Buck. I was like, Buck Showalter. I remember tweeting he's going to win his first World Series in a New York Mets uniform, and unfortunately, that doesn't look to be the case. He's pushed all the wrong buttons, and he's had the help of a bad roster put together by Billy Epler, too. So, listen, if you're going to keep Buck, one, you're just going to need players to play better. You're going to have the key guys be better. You're going to have Jeff McNeil hit the baseball. This is a batting champion. Got a contract, has been terrible. Brandon Nimmo got a contract after a big year, has not been that good. He's made a lot of mistakes in the base pass, in the field, hasn't been the same hitter at the plate. So some guys cashed out, and, sometimes that changes your mindset. And now when you fall back this far, guys try to do too much. So what Steve Cohen could do, one, is call up the young guys. Get Ronnie Mauricio up here. You see what Ellie De La Cruz is doing with the Cincinnati Reds and the spark that the young kid provided for them. Bring up Mauricio. Get some other arms up here. Try someone else. They don't have enough in their farm system. The other move, they'll get Jose Quintana back in the next couple of weeks. So that'll be an arm. You want to see David Peterson. You want to see Lucchesi McGill. You'll see the guy that you gave a decent contract to in Quintana, and maybe having him out there will help. But, get the young kids a chance. No more of these veterans. Vogelback, get him out of here. Guillorme, you don't need Danny Mendick. Get these guys out of here and give the young kids a shot.
You want to give the young kids a shot, but you're not saying like tank. You're not saying to end the season, because I need you to keep it a buck with me, and there's no pun intended there. Is there any silver lining, or is this team doing anything positive that has you and the Amazons thinking that they could actually turn this season around and possibly sneak into a wild card spot?
I'm usually Captain Positivity. It's a new cereal in the morning. I wake up with positivity. This team has given me nothing to chew on, giving me nothing to be positive about there. Absolutely nothing. Because you're getting performances from the guys you expect. Lindor, whose average is bad, you expect him to drive and run. You expect him to homer. Pete Alonso, you expect him to do the same thing. David Robertson, you expect him to do that. David Robertson's not going to be on the team next year. I mean, he's a 38-year-old. So you're getting a couple of positives from what you expect. Otherwise, I'm not going to be that happy about Tommy Pham and other guys not part of the future. The guys in the second-year deals, Escobar now gone. Mark Hanna has not been good. So there's not much to be positive about when you have a god-awful bullpen that was put together by Billy Epler, or Billy and Epler as everyone's calling him now, a guy who never developed pitching with the Angels, had a terrible pitching staff there. He comes here, terrible bullpen, minor leaguer after minor leaguer. I mean, it's unbelievable how a $350 million payroll has this many minor leaguers coming out of the bullpen, one of the most important positions in the sport, considering your starters aren't going past 5 innings. I mean, God forbid you get 6 or 7 innings every night from this team, and that trickled down since Edwin Diaz got hurt. They never replaced him. They never found a suitable guy in the bullpen that could hand the ball to Robertson and Ottavino, who has also been bad, and it's just poorly been constructed and guys underachieving. And I just can't have faith they'll turn it around with this bullpen because the starters aren't going long enough. And Drew Smith was built as a key piece to this team, and that's embarrassing because Drew Smith stinks.
Hey, I thought that'd be one positive thing, but quick podcast plug.
Yeah, Monday is one of our best performing episodes. A lot of ranting to the point where even Figgy was yelling. So check that out. We'll still do Mondays and Thursdays. You might get lifestyle and chicken parm and food talk come August, September if this season is over, but we will take you through the way and we'll give you all the Mets therapy free of charge. So tune in to Amazing But True.
Tropical shirts, chicken parm, Mets baseball. He is Jake Brown. Thanks for joining us, my man.
I need a vacation.